Hey everyone, what's going on today? This is Mind Body Connection with another book summary of a famous best-selling book called How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie. This book has so much useful information that you could read it many times over and you would still find new things that you didn't see the first time around. The focus on this book is people skills, how we relate to one another. Our people skills are so important that they help determine who our friends are, what jobs we get, if we get promoted or not, who we attract and who we get into relationships with, and so many other important things. It's a big area of our life that we can't neglect, and this book is the most quoted and discussed book on the topic in the last 40 years. Here are the 5 key takeaways from the book. First, and I put this first because it's really important, when you go into a conversation with someone, focus on what's important to them and what they're interested in. Don't talk about yourself. You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than you can in 2 years by trying to get people to be interested in you. This is because people are interested in themselves, morning, noon, and night. A person's toothache to them is more important than all the hunger in the world. This is a profound principle in human relations. The desire to feel important is the reason why people do most things. It's the reason they join gangs, and it's the reason why the richest family in your neighborhood built a house much larger than their needs. You can tell what kind of person someone is by finding out what gives them their feeling of importance. Because how you get your feeling of importance is what your character is made of. Going forward, imagine every person you meet has a sign around their neck that says, "Make me feel important." Second, don't be negative. Never criticize, condemn, or complain. Spend so much time improving yourself that you don't have time to criticize others. We are often too quick to criticize when we see something wrong, but when we see something positive, we don't say anything at all. There's a great quote in the book that illustrates this point. "Once I did bad, and that I heard ever. Twice I did good, and that I heard never." There's nothing else that kills the ambitions of another person than criticism. Never criticize anyone. Any fool can sit around and criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do. Instead, be anxious to praise every time you see something you like. There's incredible power in appreciation. Give honest, sincere appreciation every chance you get. If you can't say something nice, it's better not to talk at all. Furthermore, when you criticize someone, all it will do is make them justify their actions and rationalize their actions. Then they will look at you with resentment. That's because people rarely, ever blame themselves for anything. Human beings are not creatures of logic, we're creatures of emotions. If other people want to sit around and gossip and complain, just kindly move on with your day. Don't throw fuel on the fire. Also, never talk about people behind their back. Make a rule that if you won't say it to their face, don't say it behind their back. Third, tell those around you all the positive thoughts you have about them. If you're with friends and family, take every opportunity you can get to tell people all the positive thoughts you have about them. And try to greet every person you meet with a smile, whether you know them or not. Get in the habit of talking to everyone without wanting anything in return. Fourth, remember people's names the first time you hear them. You can do this by, when you get introduced to someone and you hear their name, picture someone in your mind that you already know that has that name, and imagine that person doing something completely outrageous. This will help you remember the name of the person you just met. Fifth, when people are talking, don't listen with the intent of responding. Really listen to them. And if you're unclear on anything, ask them what they really meant. Paraphrase their comments in your own words to make sure you fully understand. The one secret of success is to get into the other person's point of view and see things from that person's angle. This is obvious, but 90% of the time people don't do this. Always put yourself in the other person's shoes. This is an awesome book that has so many useful concepts, there's no way they could be summed up in one video. I really hope you get this book. I think it can add a lot of value to your life. And if you would like to see more book summaries and some of the best self-development books ever written, please subscribe to my channel. Thanks.